When we're creating contract line items for a service contract in Alert Stratus, I'm going to start by opening the service contract I'd like to add the line item to. And I'll select Service Contract Lines, where here I'm going to see a list of all of the line items on this hardware service contract. And I'll click here to add a new service contract line item. So the first field we have is our contract, so our hardware service contract. Then we have these three different line types. So if I'm selecting a global line type, all I need to do is put in the title of the service contract line item. I can put in a quantity if we have one. And then all I would need to do is put in the pricing details. And then when we're billing this contract, it'll just bill the appropriate amount. If I'm billing for a product, should that be either labor, parts, or materials, or any product that we might be selling to a customer, I can set that as our line type. The title field is going to be grayed out because the name of this contract line item is going to be the name of whatever product we associate it with. So if I'm selling maybe labor as a product on this line item, I can set that as labor of say 20 hours. I put our price interval to set annually, monthly, quarterly, whatever that might be. So in this situation, if I have 20 monthly hours of hardware services, I can set that as my description. I can say $200 per hour, and the system will map out my extended price for me based on my 20 hours that I've set as my quantity. And now the third option is if I set my line type to be equipment, what I would do is still have my title field blanked out, but my equipment field is just going to be a piece of serialized equipment that we've set in our account equipment entity inside of Alert Stratus. So for this example, we'll set our line type to be product. We'll set our product to be labor, so we can have labor non-billable, and so on. We'll set labor as our product, 20 hours a month. We have our start and end date for this line item on this contract. We can set our entitlement, so if we know that it's always going to be a time and materials, or it's always going to be support non-billable, or perhaps it's a preventive maintenance type of service that we'd like to collect time within, we can choose to set these as a default, and then same with our coverage code here as well. We have our price interval set to monthly. I can add any discounts either by percentage or amount if I wish. If this is a vendor-supported contract where we're reselling a vendor's contract to a client, we can put in all the vendor components and our cost elements into this contract here, and we'll eventually generate payable vouchers for the vendor portion of this agreement. So now that I'm done with this line item, I'll save it. And as always, I can select my Add tab if I choose to attach any files or notes to this line item on this contract.